Hello there, it's miles per hour, and I'm back again with another video. Today I just wanted to talk about 5 other fighting game characters that I think have worked well in Smash. Now, this necessarily doesn't have to be Smash Ultimate, since we only have one more character left. So, this could be for future Smash games down the line, or maybe Sakurai could be crazy and just give us another fighting game character. I also want to preface this by saying that I absolutely love these characters to death. I'm the kind of guy who, is good at fighting games around his friends, but if I ever went to a tournament, I'd be completely destroyed. I like the competitive air with fighting games, and fighting games are, my favorite genre of games, up there with platformers and RPGs. And the tricky thing about these fighting game characters is that they're very accurate to their source material. There are a few liberties made, but you could pick them up if you are a player of that game and, get them just like that. Which is why I think it'd be a little difficult to make concept videos for these characters, and I'd rather just do this little short form thought experiment. So, starting off with my first character, Jin Kazama, the son of Kazuya, also from Tekken. Now, I feel like if Kazuya was in the base game of Smash Ultimate, then Jin would have definitely been his Echo Fighter. The two play very similarly to the Tekken games, but the thing is with Jin is that he is reluctant to use his family's martial arts because, well, everyone in the Mishima family is a jerk. None of them are really good people. Jin's the least of that. But yeah, he would have been the Ken to Kazuya's Ryu. So, if they ever made a game past Smash Ultimate and Kazuya returned, then Jin would, 99% be Kazuya's Echo Fighter. Jin would have all those moves that the other Mishimas have, of course, the Flash Punch combo, the Dragon Uppercut, the Twin Pistons, the Wind God Fist, Rising Sun, and honestly just basic movements. It would be just like Kazuya. However, what would make him different, and I feel like Jin would be, the Ken-style Echo Fighter, where they might as well have just been a semi-Echo Fighter, where he would have very significant changes too. I could see Jin being faster than his father. He might have a few moves different, some of his mother's moves, like the double lift kick, the 3-ring circus, the spinning high kick, all of that stuff. And since Kazuya himself already has so many button inputs, Jin could replace a few of the moves that Kazuya has. And I know that some people just like Jin better than Kazuya. They like the kind of edgy emo boy kind of deal with him. And obviously, like his father, he himself has a devil form too. So they would not need to worry about changing his main mechanic. Since the rage mechanic is universal to everyone to Tekken, it's as simple as that. That reminds me, I did see discussion of the idea of Jin being packaged with Kazuya for Challenger Pack 10, but obviously that didn't happen, though the idea of an Echo Fighter being packaged with another fighter isn't too far-fetched. I could imagine the 11 fighter have, the base fighter and its Echo Fighter just as a little bonus instead of getting a full-fledged bonus fighter like Piranha Plant, if 11 is just the last character. And I know that Echo Fighters don't really count as their own characters, but I know it's interesting there. But moving on, next I have the first lady of Street Fighter, Chun-Li. I have confidence in saying that Capcom loves being in Smash. I say that because they filled Smash 4 and Ultimate to the brim with all these remixes and everything. So I think that they're going to be with the Smash series for a long time if it continues with or without Sakurai. Though that's a discussion for another time. Who knows, maybe this last character is a Capcom character like Phoenix Wright. We really don't know. But if we're talking the future of the Smash series, then Chun-Li I think would be a shoo-in. One, because Capcom loves to put her in crossovers alongside Ryu, like when Fortnite and Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. She's essentially Street Fighter's second mascot, and it makes a lot of sense, her being not the most complicated character to play, and her being one of the most iconic female characters of all time. If they ever do make another Smash game, Chun-Li seems like, well, I can't say a lock because I said Gino is a lock and look at him now. And Like I said, with all these fighting characters, her moveset would be pretty straightforward. Her neutral B would be Kikoken, her side B would be the spinning bird kick, her up B would be the upward variation of that move, and her down B would be the focus attack like Ryu and Ken. A lot of her moves would be kick heavy, her final smash would be the Kikosho. She would have a very easy moveset to do, and I don't see anyone who would be upset with Chun-Li being playable in this game. Well, obviously there would be a few people to complain about that, but at the same time, it's Chun-Li. She has definitely earned her spot in a game like this, whether it is as Challenger Pack 11 or as one of the next characters in the next Smash game. Next on my list is Soul Badguy from the Guilty Gear series. First warning, I have not yet played Strive. It looks amazing, but I have not had the time to get it just yet, but I will. I have Xrd on my PC, and it's amazing. You know, I love Arc System Works games, even though I've only played a couple, and one of them being Dragon Ball FighterZ, and Goku cannot be in Smash. Tianchi can be in Smash, though. Check out my video on him. But in all seriousness, Soul Badguy would be a really aggressive character. You know, he wouldn't be like any of the traditional sword fighters, and he'd be like rush down heavy. Give him to the right player, you're not winning against him. And I know that Guilty Gear isn't like up there with Street Fighter or Tekken when it comes to popularity. It's growing, but it's not there yet. But this would like skyrocket the popularity of the series so much. And it would really put Arc System Works as one of the top fighting game developers ever. You know, fighters really help that. But if Soul Badguy got in Smash, that's it. That's game. I think my only question with Soul Badguy's inclusion is how they'd represent him art style-wise. Like, would they cell shade him, make him look as similar to Toon Link as possible? Or would they just kind of have him fit with the Smash art style as a whole? I think they should keep him, like, extremely cel-shaded. You know, he'd stand out, kind of like Game & Watch and Steve. But other than that, I'd be really excited to see Soul Badguy. Heck, he could just be a Mii fighter and I'd be happy with that. So next on my list, I have Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Check out my video on that. I've got to put it somewhere here. And my thoughts haven't really changed much. I think the only things that I would like to know is that they'd probably make him even more faithful to Mortal Kombat 11 especially. He would have a lot more button prompts with everything. It would probably be like Ryu, where if you put the button prompts in right, it'd be a better version of the attacks. Like his neutral B would be the get over here. But if you do the actual button prompt, it'll have a longer stun or something like that. Scorpion's chances in Smash are really slim. It's not impossible, nothing's ever impossible, it's just that they would have to tone him down a lot. And if Sakurai and his team got creative enough, then I think they can pull it off, especially since we got Injustice where, you know, there wasn't really much blood splattered in that game, and he's pretty faithful in my opinion. I think they should give him his 11 design. I know in my video I said he should have something closer to 3, something classic, but that could just be a costume. I could imagine NetherRealm wanting something closer to the most recent game that he's in. Scorpion would be very slow. I think, like, just as slow as Kazuya, maybe even slower. Yeah, like, honestly, just check out my video, too, if you want more details on that. I'm a really big Mortal Kombat fan, and I'd be ecstatic to see Scorpion more than anything, though I know that it's not too likely. I know Mortal Kombats don't really get sold in Japan much, because I know violence is a little different story in that country compared to how we in the US do. But either way, I'd be happy with that. Heck, Scorpion could be a Mii costume too. Like I said, I'm happy with some of these Mii costumes, even though they do burn initially. Get it? Burn? Because Scorpion burns things. I'll see myself out. No, I have one more character. But one last thing about Scorpion. I know some people think that Scorpion would be a little too much for Smash, so Sub-Zero would be the better choice. I wouldn't mind either. I think it'd be strange if they didn't choose Scorpion, because he's the face of the franchise and Sub-Zero's number 2. But, like said, if it was either Scorpion or Sub-Zero, I would have no problem. I feel like that'd be like a Pyra, Mithra, and Rex situation, where like the main character's right there, but you're gonna choose the secondary character. I have no problem with Pyra and Mithra being in Smash Ultimate. It's just odd, you know? But speaking of that 5th character, and you know what? Speaking of Pyro and Mythra also, this is perfect. I love this transition. We are going to move on to Mai Shiranui from Fatal Fury. Yes, I know Sakurai said Smash is for good boys and girls, and that's why Mai Shiranui was not included in Ultimate at all. However, Pyro and Mythra kind of make that strange for me, you know? And I think that if they're creative enough, they can tone her down for a game like Smash. I've seen artwork from fans that did such a thing. They toned her down, covered her up a little more, and I get that her being revealing like that is a part of her character, where as a kunoichi, she needs to distract her opponent before she can take them down. But like I said, I think Smash is capable of doing that. If they could theoretically tone down Scorpion, I think they could theoretically tone down Mai too. And I think Mythra is like, her outfit was toned down from what it looks like in Xenoblade 2, and it looks great. And I also just really want to see her moveset too. She's really fun to play as in the Fatal Fury and King of Fighters games. And for one thing, I feel like Mai should come after Chun-Li if they were to appear in these games, so that rivalry can spark up again. And I also know that Sakurai is a really big fan of the SNK games. We wouldn't have Smash without the SNK games to begin with, so I think he'd be more than happy to have someone else from Fatal Fury in Smash. You know what, I'll do one more character, but I'll still call this video 5 characters. This is our bonus. Nightmare from the Soul Calibur series. I'm only struggling with what his B moves could be, because, you know, Soul Calibur is weapons based, and he'd emphasize a lot on his A attacks. But I know that if he would be in Smash, he'd be an absolute beast. He'd be like Ganondorf, but on steroids. I'd be scared to play against Nightmare if they ever did something like that, but since Namco is working on Smash, it wouldn't be a challenge to get this character in the game to begin with. And it also gives us the opportunity to see Nightmare and Link duke it out again. By the way, please play Soul Calibur 2 on GameCube, that's the best way to play it. Also, Nintendo and Namco, can we please get an HD port of Soul Calibur 2 on the Switch, with Link, Heihachi, and Spawn in all the same game? That'd be amazing, but that has yet to happen, and that breaks my heart. But yeah, those are the fighting game characters that I think would be real cool in Smash, whether, like said, it is Ultimate or a future Smash game. Either way, I'd be happy to see them. But what do you guys think? Who else would you like to see in Smash? Are there any other fighting game characters that I missed that you'd like to see? Tell me in the comments below. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, follow my Twitch, twitch.tv/221mph. Follow my Twitter, it's miles_per_hour1. And y'all have yourselves a good rest of the day. Until next time, peace.